Welcome to You Ought to Watch This Movie, the podcast about movies from the first decade of the 2000s, aka the aughts. Follow along and explore a movie from the aughts, getting unbridled opinions from two millennials. Sit back, relax, and enjoy one of the best decades in movies.
Alrighty then, we are back with another episode of Yodam. And this week on Yodam, what are we going over?
Well, Yodam stands for You Ought to Watch This Movie.
Yes, but Yodam sounds a lot more uncivil.
I'm just telling anybody for what I'm telling the
First-time
audience
listeners.
for anybody who hasn't heard this before.
Right there.
So this week we are, or this episode, whatever, we are reviewing A Knight's Tale.
Little Gemma surely appreciates that movie, which I think is, to say she appreciates the accent I've given myself for the introduction of this movie.
Maybe so.
Do you find that funny, Gemma? Alrighty then.
So this movie released May 11th, 2001.
And spoiler alert, if you don't want any spoilers, go ahead to your local Blockbuster home family video, Hollywood Video, and rent the movie proper.
Or you can watch it on Hulu at least this month, which is November of 25. I don't know if it'll be there after this month, but it was there, surprisingly there when we wanted to watch this yesterday.
Yes, and in surprising high quality as well.
So, yes, if you don't want to hear spoilers, go pause this and go watch it and come back.
All right. So, what's our first section for today? And the reason this accent has been taken on is because this movie is in old England.
Medieval time.
Medieval. Yes.
Yes, so our first segment is trailer thoughts.
All righty. I don't have my notebook, but I know precisely what my trailer thoughts were. I have seen this movie multiple times. I thoroughly enjoy it, but I'm not quite sure if I enjoy it because A, it's a good movie, or B, it has become a good movie after the passing of Heath Ledger, or C, because it's a good movie. And additionally, while I've seen the movie multiple times, I don't quite remember all the lines from the trailer in the movie itself. I wonder if that's actually the case. In thought.
Okay, so the trailer we watched, there was actually a trailer on Hulu, which I think was the same one. It might have been out of order, but like in a different order, but I think it was the same. There was a voiceover on this trailer, but I really didn't think it was needed. It was very odd to hear a voiceover and then see this like old English stuff in the background.
Who did the voiceover? Was it the dark, deep voice?
Yeah.
Like
In a world.
in a world.
Yes, that voice. Yes.
Stupid.
I had seen this movie once before. In my senior year of high school, I took an advanced English lit class, and the teacher would always play movies after we would read a book, or we did all these fun projects in that class too. So we read the Canterbury Tales, and after that we watched this movie. But I clearly didn't remember a lot of it. I remembered the jousting, and I remembered that Heath Ledger was in it, but that's really all that I remembered. And also, that they used to play this a lot on BBC America, like when we lived in South Carolina. It was like on almost every weekend, I feel like. Every other weekend. Do you remember that?
It was on
all the time.
And I wouldn't mind it.
And then I said it brings the past into the present, or that's what it seems like from the trailer. And then I said I liked Heath Ledger when he wasn't playing the Joker.
Well, I can understand that.
So I did not like that character.
Yeah, well, is it's odd because you seem to be asking Gemma a question that's straight out of that movie, pretty persistently. Why so serious?
I don't ask her that.
I know.
That's also in a Pink song. Why so serious? So raise your glass if you are wrong.
Oh, I thought that was like a Ed Sheeran song.
My voice didn't sound good because I was like trying to do it quiet, and I'm not sure why.
Oh, you're freaking.
I don't know why I was trying, because she's not asleep. I don't need to be quiet.
We don't have neighbors.
I know.
Like, what are you doing?
I don't know. Anyway, okay, moving on. This microphone's like really in my way. I can't see my notebook.
Imagine moving your notebook.
Yes, but then it's on top of my computer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, okay, so summary.
All right, let's hear your summary.
Which isn't like the one on IMDb at all. In medieval times...
Hold on. You gotta start. In a world.
In medieval times.
Oh, that really sounds like a certain school project involving Paul Revere. For context, there is a audio clip in which Kelsey, Colin's younger brother, was voluntold to help on with Colin, where she did this Paul Revere esque project.
It was... I was taking an ed tech class, and I had to do a project where we could show how we could use podcasts in the classroom, and so I
created this Paul Revere.
It was to show that you could show kids teach kids how to make a podcast or an episode of a podcast, and they could interview historical figures for their 5th grade history class.
And so Kelsey was said historical figure, being Paul Revere, and do that again
in medieval times.
Yeah, was that you doing the intro, or was that Kelsey?
That was Kelsey. Yeah, I didn't talk like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's sounded exactly like Kelsey.
Oh my god!
Doing Paul Revere.
Well, he just was. He got to do that part because he had just written a paper about Paul Revere, and he won 1st place in like the 8th graders.
Nice.
In whatever they were, it was maybe all of the middle schools. I don't know.
Oh, cool.
All 3 middle schools.
Well, needless to say, I just wanted to bring it up because man, that was like right on. All right, so go ahead and continue your summary.
Okay. In medieval times, a young man of humble origins attempts to change his stars by competing as a knight in jousting tournaments.
Yeah, I think that's pretty spot on. Yeah. Do you think that's spot on, Gemma? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we are in agreement that is a spot on summary.
Mm-hmm. We should also mention in the summary, I guess, that he's competing in place of his master because the master died.
Originally.
Yeah, I guess.
So originally he's competing, in place of his master because at the beginning of the movie, his master dies. The knight, almost could say Master Wayne, cross-reference to The Dark Knight. Anyways.
Oh, yeah.
So the master dies, and he's like, well, to hell with it. We're one, ride away from winning. I'm going to put on this armor and pretend I'm him. And then they meet this other guy who is a script or squire or whatever. And so he forges documents so that way he becomes Sir Ulrich von Liechtenstein.
Yes.
Of Gelderland. Or Gelderland.
Gelderland.
Gelderland, whatever.
Yeah. So, should we move on? Miles doesn't like strong, not sweet coffee.
I don't know. It's like there's strong, and then there's rich. Right. That is like straight up flack, rich. Like, man.
It's a very strong cappuccino.
Yeah.
Because they have you put like 2 large scoops of coffee in there for 4 ounces. Okay. We got a new coffee machine.
Yes, we did.
Well, my mom got us. Got us it. That is correct grammar.
What'd you say?
She got us it.
She got us it. No. That's correct.
No, it's not.
How is it not?
She
got us it.
Sounds so wrong. It doesn't sound right. She got it for us.
She got us it. It. Okay, all right. Let's analyze this real quick.
She bought
you
it.
qualified that properly by using the proper noun before.
Do you even know the part? You don't even know the parts of
the
speech.
proper noun would be, the reference to the coffee machine.
Right.
Okay, and you said that
proper
already.
noun is not in that.
Okay, not a proper noun.
You mean a pronoun?
A pronoun. There it is. I may not know what it is, but I know what it is.
Okay.
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 Or what it's called, but I know what it is.
Okay.
Okay. So you qualified that fine.
Fine, whatever. I'm not sure about that.
Sorry, I don't. As I don't need to know the specific parts. What is that? Shirley English. I don't need to have dated Shirley English to have to be able to write a legal sentence.
Okay. Should we move on to actors we know?
Yeah, sure. Oh, and all of this started because I took a sip of this, if you're watching on camera, and I made a face.
She wants it.
You want?
She wants to... Well, don't let her have it. But she wants to hold on to everything. She wants to grab everything. She thinks it's for her.
Our 7-month-old. All right. Let's move on to actors we know.
There are a lot.
All right.
So, of course, we know Heath Ledger. From
What's he from?
Many things. Well, he was in 10 Things I Hate About You. He was
I hate nothing about you.
He was in, of course, we already said The Dark Knight.
Okay.
He was in Brokeback Mountain. He was in...
Oh, I kind of just scrubbed that one from my mind. I forgot he was in there.
Many other things.
Oh, him and Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah.
Yes. And I don't know. Lots of other things.
Mm-mm.
Was there something else recently that we saw him in?
Like in the movies?
Yes.
That we've been reviewing?
Yes.
Yes, but I can't remember what it was. But, as far as him being in something recently, no, he passed away.
I know that. I'm not a moron. I know that. I just... Oh, he was in The Patriot, which we passed on.
Oh, yes. And we commented on the fact that he was in another movie, yeah. Which, okay, so he was in a decent amount of movies.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
Yeah. Okay.
Whom else?
Rufus Sewell.
Rufus? From, Timeless?
No.
I know you're talking about actors.
So
Timeless is an NBC show that we used to watch before it, got canned.
which we're about to talk about that year because 16 was a great year for TV.
All right, go on.
Rufus Sewell, who played Addy or
Anamar.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah, and
He was in.
go on. That's fine. I got it.
Okay.
Our baby knocked off the microphone phone.
She's tired, but also I'm worried she's gonna get hungry.
Oh, she's going to be fine. She's going to pass out right here.
Okay, well, we know Rufus Sewell from The Holiday and The Man in the High Castle. Miles knows him from that.
He plays an excellent role in that.
Was he a good guy in that?
He was split, good and bad.
So no.
No. Is ultimately at the end, he does this one final thing that you think like, okay, he's a good guy.
Oh, because I feel like he only plays bad characters.
Yeah, he's really good at playing villainous characters.
So the next person is Shannyn Sossamon, who played Jocelyn. I kept thinking, she looks familiar. Guess who we know her from? Or guess where we know her from?
Kroger? Publix? Where?
The Holiday. She played Maggie, Jack Black's girlfriend.
Oh my God, you're so right. That is hilarious. The cheating lion scoundrel.
Yes. But I was like, that's so funny. Paul Bettany played Chaucer, which we don't actually know him, but in the MCU Marvel Cinematic Universe, he plays the voice of Jarvis, and also he played Vision in other movies that we haven't seen, or that I haven't seen.
I really enjoy that Marvel series that we're watching now.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also know Mark Addy from that Down to Earth movie that we watched earlier for 2001 with Chris Rock, and he was a butler. Oh yeah.
I think, and I knew him from this show called Still Standing, which was a sitcom.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I didn't watch that, but I knew he was on it. He played Roland in this movie. Also, Alan Tudyk, who I always reference, and then you're like, who's that?
Who's that?
The redheaded guy. What?
Oh my gosh, I can't. Yeah.
So he looks like. Well, we know him. We know him from that show Powerless, which, had Vanessa Hudgens, and I think it premiered in 16, maybe 17, but then it got canceled after one season.
Yeah.
And the and IMDb said he was in Arrested Development, but I don't know if it was Arrested Development like the later seasons.
Oh.
Because I don't remember seeing him.
Yeah, I don't remember him in the first 3 seasons.
And then, well, that's all. Those are all the people that we knew. But this Alan Tudyk guy, somebody that we square dance with, looks like an older version of him.
Who?
That Jerry guy. Jerry and Donna, who were here part of the year. And
Yeah,
then they go
you're right.
else.
Okay, yeah.
And I've said that before, and you're like, who is that? Who is Alan Tudyk? And I knew he was in this movie.
All right. Well, very cool.
So, comments.
Comments?
Yeah. We spent a whole lot of time on actors we know.
Well, that's all right. We don't have to, worry about, non-actors we don't know because we don't know them. But all right. So, comments. I have a comment. Mm-hmm. My first comment is they did say that line in the movie of I don't care about your name. I just want to call you my own or something to that effect from the trailer.
Yeah.
it was in the scene where Jocelyn comes into the tent and is like I don't know, trying to pick our Sir Ulrich von Liechtenstein Wilhelm up.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have to try very hard. But yeah, so it was anyways, it was it's so tough, like, because I remember watching that movie like back in 2006, 2007. Like I want to say it was before The Dark Knight. When did The Dark Knight come out?
Oh, wait.
Okay, so it was definitely before, because this is like my junior, senior year of high school that I first saw this movie. And I don't know, as I really like, and in like 2010, I like Matt and I. Yeah, you don't know Matt, Jimmy. Yeah. She is Matt. If you're listening, our daughter says hello. So we used to watch that movie all the time. It was like, I mean, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a good movie. I mean, that and other movies we used to watch were. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. What is that movie with The Big Lebowski? Thank you. Jeez Louise. Yes.
Thank you to who? Your brain?
Yeah, my brain for catching up. It's like my brain is on fire because of this cappuccino that's so strong.
My first comment was, Geoffrey Chaucer is a character in this? Because apparently I didn't remember that.
Geoffrey Chaucer.
Because he's the one that wrote A Knight's Tale in the Canterbury Tales. Like, he's the author of this. It's like so meta for them to put him in this movie.
Did you just use like a Gen Z term?
I thought we've used that before.
It's so meta.
Yeah, I've heard people our age use that.
That was so meta of you.
Like, it's where
I'm just messing with
where,
you.
like,
Yeah,
real life goes into pop culture.
I know. I love that. It's just, you use that so fluidically. I'm jealous because I wouldn't have been able to pull it off. Like, man, no cap.
Bussin'.
Man, that brain rot language. You're right. Meta is not brain rot language. All right. Okay.
But anyway,
put the Riz back on, Colin.
That surprised me. And I can't believe I didn't remember that, but probably didn't pay attention that well the only time I watched it.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, I kept thinking Ulrich was the same name that from that TNG episode, The Perfect Mate, where that lady metamorph is in, the egg, and then the Ferengis open her
on TNG
egg early, and then she like imprints on Captain Picard.
Uh-huh.
But the person that she was betrothed to or whatever, I thought his name was Ulrich, and because it sounds like that, but it's Ulrich, like Alrik, so not the same name.
But in Oklahoma, it's pronounced Ulrich.
I thought it was the same name, but it wasn't. So this whole time in the whole movie, I was like, ooh, I kept thinking of that episode of Star Trek.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I'll back my hills to the wall, and I'll die on that hill about how Ulrich is pronounced. Colin always makes fun of me because I can't pronounce my E's.
Or I's. They all sound the same.
Anyway.
Do you have more comments?
Yes. As it wasn't until this time around that, so at the end of the movie, when Adamar,
Adimar,
Allah Akbar, whatever his name is, whenever he was facing Sir Ulrich von Liechtenstein. Now, Sir William is he was he had crafted like the tip of his joust to be what's it called, a
Weapon?
a weapon, pointed tip, right, like a sharpened tip. And I always remember seeing that where they had this there was like this fist that had crumbled at the tip, that covered up the sharpened tip. And I always missed until now, like how they made that. And I don't know if it's consistent with the times. Like they said, oh, well, it's spindled brown sugar and something else, but it's like, how much money does this dude have to pay people to do that, to cover up his weapon? Because clearly he had more than one. He had one on each of his jousts. So, dude's rich, but can't seem to take a loss very well.
And I don't think the movie, well, I'm not sure how many anachronisms there were.
Okay, what's this big word, anachronism?
Thank you for asking. Anachronism. It's where something is not like it's out of time. Like if you have a movie that's set in the 50s, but then like somebody's car is like from the 60s, or their clothes are from a different era. That's an anachronism. So
like how everyone's teeth were good looking.
Yeah.
That was strange.
Yes, but also we really want to watch a movie where everybody's teeth are bad?
No, we wouldn't. But it was there's a Seth MacFarlane movie where where a character goes back into the Wild West, and he goes to the saloon, and he's like, oh wait, at saloons they have these hookers, and then he gets all excited, but then he looks at the choices, and they all just have these god awful hideous mouths, and it's like, oh, pass.
Is it Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or something?
I don't remember what it was.
Oh.
I just remember seeing that scene somewhere.
Well, I'm just thinking, I don't think this was historically accurate. It might be kind of accurate to the Canterbury Tales, but I'm not sure, as I don't really remember.
So wait, is A Knight's Tale
is the first chapter of the Canterbury Tales?
Really?
Because the Canterbury Tales has all these tales. A Knight's Tale, other people, I don't even remember. There's like the Lady of Bath or something.
I don't know if Miss Reville is still alive. My senior English teacher, my senior year English teacher of high school is, but I'm sorry I did not, keep up with the Canterbury Tales.
Did you read it?
I know that I skimmed it.
Oh, well, I don't remember a lot of these things that I read in high school either, because most of the time I need to read something or watch something twice for me to remember.
I should be more specific. I thought to myself, when the hell am I going to need to, know this?
Well, and as a high school student, like, I would read these things, but I didn't understand most of the things I was reading, because they're just so obscure, and like the language is hard to understand, and so I'm telling you, I did all the work, but I don't remember a lot of it.
Was A Knight's Tale, so it was the first book of the Canterbury Tales?
Yeah, like the first chapter, I think. I'm pulling it up now.
Yeah, I wonder how descriptive it was of this.
The Canterbury Tales are an anthology of 24 short stories written in Middle English by Geoffrey Chaucer between 1387 and 1400. They are mostly in verse, and are presented as part of a fictional storytelling contest held by a group of pilgrims traveling from London to Canterbury to visit the shrine of St. Thomas Becket at Canterbury Cathedral.
So when you say Geoffrey Chaucer was in it,
Yes. That was the guy who wrote his patents. He said, my name is Geoffrey Chaucer when he introduced himself on the road.
Oh my gosh!
And I thought, oh
completely
my
missed that.
gosh. I was like, oh my gosh.
Okay.
So he took this whole experience and wrote it. I mean, according to the movie.
That is hilarious. That's actually really funny. So, that was the first book of the Canterbury Tales.
I think so. I mean, that's what I read on IMDb. I'm trying to find an actual
Oh, don't worry about it.
list. So it looks like, yes, like, so it's called A Knight's Tale because in the book, so like the first pilgrim to tell their story is the knight, and then the next pilgrim to tell their story is the squire, and then the next one is a yeoman, and then the prioress, and then the nun, and then the priest, all these different things.
Okay.
So yes, the knight was the first one to tell his story in the Canterbury.
Really makes you wonder if Geoffrey Chaucer, yeah, the actor portrayed him, and Heath Ledger. You know, well, I guess he didn't die until like 7 years after the fact. Makes me wonder, if they were going to do follow-on movies like each of the Canterbury Tales.
I don't know. I'm not sure what the thought process was behind this, but anyway, my other comments were I like the juxtaposition of the medieval times with the current music, which was kind of the same concept that The Great Gatsby did with like the 20s and then the rap music.
Yeah.
Because I read the director was also the writer, and he said that he picked current music because he wanted the audience to feel like excited when they heard the music at like in medieval times. Those people would be excited to hear their medieval timey music, but if we heard it, we wouldn't be excited because we'd be like, oh, that's old music,
That is quality sound design. Like, I just appreciate that so much because it invests you in what they're getting invested in.
Well, yes, and like the same thing, I just have to plug this, like with The Great Gatsby, like they picked rap. Baz Luhrmann picked rap music because that was like our era's, what's the word I'm looking for?
Pop culture.
No, like the bad music, like like jazz was the up and coming, like the fad, and the older people are like, oh, that's bad music, you know what I mean? And like
I'd rather be listening to my record player.
And like rap was like our era's,
Yeah, it was
like
it was
punk,
counterculture.
like our
counterculture.
Okay, I couldn't think of a good word.
Counterculture. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Perfect. Nice.
So anyway, and then I wanted to know how Jocelyn kept having different colored hair, because I really don't think that was a thing back then. She had red hair,
purple hair,
and she had purple, and then like all these different weird styles, and I'm like, I just don't think that was a thing back then. But again, I've already said it wasn't historically accurate. So
yeah, well, no, it was interesting because like purple during medieval times was considered very luxurious, and so like in some sense I feel like they used that on her to make her appear rich. Yeah,
that makes sense. But it looked red one time.
Because all the time Anmar is like, I have asked your father to
I'm in talks with her father
for permission to wed her.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
And where is her godfather? Like, who is she that she's traveling to all these events and that she's seemingly by herself? It's so weird.
I have no idea. He's clearly not in the picture. Figuratively and literally. All right. So let's boil down. Do you have more comments?
No.
Okay. Well, what do you rate it?
See, this 5-star thing is bad because so many are going to be like the same.
Okay. Well, you
star.
can give it 2 things. You can give it a % and a star.
No, that's too confusing.
No, it's not.
Because they have to add up.
No, they don't.
3.5 or whatever out of 5.
Oh my
needs to
God.
that'd be like a
No, because
50% out of 100.
No. There's an exponential decrease when you get to when you go 2.5 stars and below. There's an exponential increase to how much closer the stars get to the stars and % get from 60 to 0.
Well, I'm just gonna give it 3.5 out of 5. I mean, I'm not sure if I would choose to sit down and watch this, but if it were on TV, I would leave it on, and I enjoyed it. I just don't know if I would want to watch it over and over again.
So, the question we've all waited for. Did I like this because of the movie itself? And if I was to rate it today, what would that be, in spite of Heath Ledger being Heath Ledger?
And all the good memories you have with it.
And if I'm to exclude, is,
I think you just take all of it together.
But I can't,
Why?
because that's not fair.
Yes, it is.
No, because if I did that, then it would be it would be 4.5. But I just is in my mind a 4.5 isn't where this is, and so I'd give it a 3.5.
Okay.
Because it's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a decently good movie, but if I if I had. This isn't in my top 5. Maybe not even in my top 10 if I had to, list them out. So, with that being said, it is would I watch? Of course, I'd watch this if it was on.
Mm-hmm.
If there was, but this would more likely than not get the winning vote. Or this would more likely than not get the winning vote. For, if something else was on. So, and that's what brings it back to your level of 3.5. It's if there was, would this be is there nothing else on? Okay, I'll watch it. Oh, there's something else on? Well, I've seen this, right?
Yeah, okay.
So, with that.
I can't say that I rate things the same way you do, because a lot of times if I was dreading or not really excited to watch it and then it exceeds my expectations, I rate it higher than maybe it should. And then if I'm excited and it doesn't meet my expectations, I rate it lower than because I just take everything that I feel about it and put it in my rating.
Hold on a minute. Are you saying that you, as a woman, are more emotionally driven than me as a man?
No. I'm saying that me,
Colin,
as Colin,
who just happens to be a woman.
I don't like boxes.
You're right. You like stars.
I don't like being put in a box. And neither do you.
Well,
I'm just saying, I think we're ready. And when we get to the holiday...
Who's in the box with me? Is it you? Is it large enough for us to, have a little fort? Then I'm okay with that.
When we get to the holiday, am I going to rate it like you would? Probably not. Am I going to take all the good times that we've watched, all the years we've watched it, and and put that into my rating? Probably.
That's okay.
I know. That's what I just said. We don't rate things the same way.
Yeah.
That's all.
And I'm saying that's okay. I was just pointing out the obvious.
What?
To me, is you think with your heart.
Okay.
You know, everything, you are the sweetest individual I know. Everything about you is sweet. You know, it's like you're so, like, conscientious. A word I learned from my grandmother about, oh, well, how would this affect me? Is it going to make the other person mad? Yeah. Point being, you're a sweetheart.
Okay.
Anyways. Well, we will be back in dos weeks.
Yes.
And so will Gemma. Maybe she'll stay at the entire time next time.
Yeah.
But until then, get some sleep.
Until then, this has been Yadam.
You ought to watch this movie.
And we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Thanks for listening to You Ought to Watch This Movie, a podcast about movies from the first decade of the 2000s, aka the aughts. Be sure to subscribe for new episodes covering movies you ought to watch. We'll see you next time.